storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
All right, people, we are live finally. Storm Chasers today. I have a gentleman here with us that's been on the show a couple times before. We've definitely spoken about him probably like 3 or 4 times now. But, you know, last year was a big year. This is Anthony Lindsey here. This is the man that has officially redeemed himself. We know him from Black Ink Crew Chicago and all of the drama when Ryan Henry from Black Ink from Chicago slept with this baby mama, had like a whole fling going on for about a month. That went super viral. And after his interview with us, his baby mama then accused Anthony here of domestic violence. And so this is an issue you've been dealing with for the last year, right, Anthony?
Actually 13 months.
13 months, brother.
In a few days. Yeah.
Because you literally came on the show like October 13th, 2020, and then I was back live on the 19th of October, like going over these allegations, and then you got arrested on the 29th of October.
Right.
Damn. So first things first, let's get to it, man. Officially, you have been found not guilty of abusing your ex.
Yes, today, not guilty.
How does it feel, man? It's been a long 13 months.
I mean, it's like, it was really for my mom, man, and my nieces and my aunties and people in my family. That's who I really feel happy for. The females in my family, the females that not in my family, females that look up to me and things of that nature. My mama seen it on Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? They put abuser. She's accusing him of abuse, you know. So, you know, the people at the church, you know, everybody's seeing it, you know. Yeah. So I'm more happy. I knew I didn't do it. You know, right. So I already knew I was vindicated from the start, me personally. But it's just the fact that, like I said, I have, you know, female acquaintances, friends, family that look up to me. And whether they didn't believe it, but nobody want to hear their name slandered all across.
Exactly. Oh, no, you muted yourself. There you go. Can you hear me? Oh, wait, can you hear me now? We can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, it had muted you for a minute for some reason, but go ahead.
You know, it's already bad enough to be going through the situation that I was actually going through, and to hear people call you an abuser, just, you know, based off of an allegation that an individual said about me, you know, that wasn't true. The alleged incident that she tried to use took place March the 1st, my birthday, and she pressed charges on me October 21st or something like that, and they arrested me October the 29th. You know what I mean? I did the interview with you. Next thing I know, I got arrested.
Yeah, it was crazy too, man, because you came on, you did the interview, you were super respectful, you didn't say anything crazy, and it really wasn't that messy of an interview at all. I guess she just got mad that she got blasted over what she did, but it was what it was. Like, I'm sure people was calling all kinds of like hoes and stuff in her DMs, and she ain't like that, but that wasn't your fault. That was just right. Those were her own actions. And so,
I mean, her actions were what got her to whatever it got her to. My actions, I didn't have any actions. You know, my action was being hurt. My action was me speaking to you about it publicly. You know what I'm saying? That's that, which was my right. It was happening to me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that happened to me. So I had every right to discuss it, whatever the way I saw fit to try to help, you know, with what I was going through.
No, you did. You had every right to discuss it. And in addition to that, you know, like I said, you've always remained pretty much a class act towards her throughout this whole situation. Because the thing is, if you had beat her, if you were an abuser, I feel like you would have abused her when you caught her with Ryan.
Man. And she, trust me, I didn't touch her, even then. You know, like I said, she came and pressed charges on me for something that she tried to say I did that was actually 8 months later. And that's kind of was like, you know, what they were asking her, like, well, we were in a good space at the time too. You gotta realize that too. We were in a good space. We actually probably about the, we was in a good space, man. That's how I found that out. We were in a good space. We had no beef. We weren't beefing about anything. We was just...
Because y'all was talking about actually getting back together, right?
Yeah. I was the day I found out. Remember, I was at our house. I had just spent the night that night, So
wait a minute. So you okay? So the day you got arrested, you had just spent the night at her house, or the day you found out about Ryan?
No, the day I found out about Ryan.
Gotcha.
When they came to my house, the police came to my house, and I'm like, I looked out the window. I see like 7 police cars. I'm from the hood, man. So we don't even answer the door for the police. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling like, why wouldn't I answer the door? Because I haven't, that's the last thing I'm like, what could be even going on? I had no idea what was even going on. You know what I'm saying? Because had I knew something like that was going on, no, I wouldn't answer the door because I was alone. And I never want, to have an encounter with the police by myself.
Makes sense.
So I wouldn't have answered the door. I would have called my lawyer and we'd have went down to the police station to see what was going on, But the fact that, I know I haven't done anything illegal. I know I haven't done anything. I was compelled to open the door. I was cool with it.
So why do you think? So why do you think she put those charges on you? Why do you think she did that?
I mean, me personally, I feel like it was an attempt to assassinate my character, and I mean, an abuser is like.
Oh, did it go? Oh,
I'm on my cell phone. I don't know. All I can do is hit decline, but I'm on do not disturb, so I don't know why it's calls coming through. But what I was saying is that
well, I was just saying, why do you think she would have put those charges?
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, everybody, like you said, I mean, when it first came out, everybody was calling her, hoes, sluts, things of that nature. I'm sure that was heavy on her too. You know what I'm saying? And an abuser is just like, it's like a pedophile, rapist, and a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? In that order. So they did have people saying, even on your show, when I did the interview, yeah, Storm, but he an abuser though. You know what I'm saying? Like, saying I deserved what happened to me because I'm a woman abuser. They don't feel any sympathy for me. Not that I needed them to, but people, saying he's an abuser, so that's why she did it. And
right.
that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did it, whatever you did it because you did it, not because I was doing anything to you.
Well, yeah, you're right. And even when and I'll do like some recaps and I'll show, from those lives we did last year. But even when I looked at the bruises that she put on Instagram, they look like hickeys. And even when I talked to you, you said you guys, you like to bite when you guys have sex. It's just kind of like we grown, man. It is what it look. You start smiling when I said that. It's just, some men are just a little rough. So it's just, you could tell, even though from like looking at them, they look like somebody was sucking on her neck and her chest.
And that's all it was.
So,
and
yeah, I mean, and even the bruises like on her knees, it looked like she had fell. But like you said, she was drunk in the club. And
I mean, they presented that in court today. That was one of that was exhibit A, actually.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes. The video from that night, because it was time stamped to, coincide with the events of the night. You can't be that drunk, passed out drunk, and then sit here and give an accurate account of events that actually took place.
No, you can't. Don't that mean, maybe I'm tripping, but if she said one thing to the police, if she's saying one thing in court and it's not true, didn't she technically perjure herself, or no?
But they called it impeachment. That's what they mentioned that, because they called it, it was like a couple of things in the police report that didn't coincide to what she was saying. Yeah. So the lawyer pointed that out, but you know how it go, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's, thank God I ain't never been in that position. Thank God. Now, me and you did talk, and as a matter of fact, let me look at your paperwork now that you sent. I can't post it here because YouTube is funny with that, but
I mean, I'm about to post it.
Okay. Yeah, you can post it on your IG.
I'm definitely gonna post this.
Cause you done cleared yourself, man. And So you guys had so many like court dates that it was continued like in November, December, January, February, March, and June. You said that was because of COVID.
Yeah, COVID had a lot to do with it because the court system really wasn't open. Everything was basically a Zoom type of situation.
Gotcha. Are you ready to take your health into your own hands? Aren't you tired of spending hundreds and thousands on vitamins and supplements every month only to be literally and figuratively pissing your money away? Well, then guess what? I have a solution for you, and that solution is called Nutrition. Nutrition is a vitamin and supplement brand that customizes your mineral and vitamin needs to the T by using your DNA. Simply complete the oral swab sent to your home, send it back to the lab expeditiously, and before you know it, boom, at your door arrives your own customized formula of vitamins. And it's all based on DNA because whether you know it or not, that is where the magic is. And no, your information will never be made public. This is completely private for you and you only. Now, if you're ready to take charge of your health today, make sure you go to euphoriascience.com/stormmonroe to order your DNA kit. And if you want to make some money on the side, you can do that too with Nutrition. And from October 2020 until today, when you were found not guilty, how often have you seen her since then?
I mean, I see her every day, actually.
Because you pick up your son, Caden.
I mean, it's complicated. I have my son every day. Either he's at my house or I still going to take him to school. And he actually only lives like 10 seconds from the school. So she'll probably make him lunch and we still got to go by there to pick his lunch up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, we have a good relationship. When I say a good relationship, I don't mean like we sitting around smiling at each other and stuff like that. But as far as my son is concerned, you know, it's a good relationship.
And that's all that matters. As long as it's cordial, that's all that matters. Because even like I told you when we was on the phone, man, I'm on IG. I lurk from the distance, from the bushes. By the way, she got me blocked. Ma'am, I got 2-3 pages. It's all good, though. But, you know, you have your son pretty much every day almost. So it's like, I'm like, I don't think she's hiding from Anthony when he comes around. I don't think she, you know.
Yeah, I mean, technically, she had an open case against me. So when you open a case with someone for domestic violence, technically, you're not even supposed to see that person, period, while that case is going on. And that was like even a condition of my bond. So if I felt, I knew she, I mean, I don't know why she did it, man. I can't even say, like, even when she did it, I still didn't think that she would actually show, you know, I get why you did it initially. You know, you were hurt, you were trying to, you know, I remember the interview she did. This is not the guy you guys think he is. That's the exact words she said. He's not the guy you guys think he is. I never had any loyalty to Anthony. You know, those words I'll never forget. You know, so it was that right there. He's not the guy you guys are defending who you think he is. So that lets you know right there it had nothing to do with anything except trying to paint a bad picture of myself.
Yeah, she was embarrassed and she felt like if I'm gonna deal with this, even though that's some narcissistic shit for you to do something to me and then try to punish me because I defend my, like, that's crazy. Her emotions were high. But let me ask you this. Do you want her back at all? I gotta ask because they want to know. I gotta ask.
No, man. Like I said, the fact she even showed up to court today, lets me know you want to bury me. Like I like you said, I have my son every day. I'm a good father. I'm my son's hero, and you want to diminish who I am. You know what I mean? I lost the business opportunity.
Talk about that.
I had two different opportunities. I won't, say the people's name because, I want them to look like, they was wrong too. But the business opportunity that people pull back because once they did my background check, the open case came up. And if the case was something other than a violent nature, then it wouldn't have mattered. But specifically for what it was for, this particular license, I couldn't even be included in it. The deal was already made. I was already moving forward until the background check came up and I had an open case against me. And then for one of the airlines, I had a very nice position offered to me in the corporate, you know, with some good flight benefits to them and everything, you know,
Yeah.
really six figures and everything. And again, I got the job, got the offer letter, and then when they TSA had to do a check, and again, an open case of violence against you. We can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, it hurt. Then you have, you know, it hurt me financially.
It did.
And
It did. And I'm glad to see that now you're over this hump. But that's a long 13 months of your life just being at a standstill. And it's like, well, you know, you figure that shit out for yourself because she don't care. She ain't gonna drop the charges. So
I really, like I said, when it comes to my son, I pay for everything. I do more than, you know, I would be told to do by a judge, because a judge, I never want a judge telling me how to raise my son. So as far as that, she knows she's good on that. I take care of my son, man. And only thing this did was hurt me. Like I still have to, in 3 months, I still got to go get this expunged off my record. Because even though when it comes to domestic violence, even though you found innocent, if you don't get it expunged, people still will see it.
Yep, they will. They will. I've had clients they had to deal with it because it's so fucked up, but it's so true, man. It's easy to get into stuff, but to get that off your record, you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. Do you oh no, I had a question too. So I know you said you done, brother. But if she texts you 3 a.m, it's nothing? Like it's dead. Is it? I know you're done, but is it dead?
I mean, you gotta look at this, man. I'm always respect her, rather, no matter what. Even after all this, somebody might call me stupid, whatever. But she has the golden ticket, which is my son, and my son gets to see us interact with each other. You know, it's not a drop off child. You know, we still would, you know, do interactions with our son. So I just want to keep that good, but I have it's nothing in me, nothing that could feel any type of attraction towards somebody trying to bury me. Like she said, I never had loyalty to Anthony. Them her words.
Damn.
So
I mean, for her to be in your life for 7 years, that's messed up to not have no loyalty.
And I'm gonna say this: the big exclusive. Ryan had to testify.
I'll tell him.
So my attorney called Ryan to testify. And I'm not going to, you know, what I will say is he told the truth. He told the truth. You know what I'm saying?
So even though Ryan played his part in this, hadn't that situation never happened, none of this would ever happen. But he still came and he told the truth. We can say that.
Yeah, he told the truth. For every question they asked him, he told the truth. And was I worried? Because again, we don't, you know, I didn't know what to expect. Man told the truth.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How do you feel about people saying that that's what you get for being with your preference? How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's only one people that say that. You know what I'm saying? There's only, you know, one group of people that say that. And I tell a person like this, man, Nova Star Foundation, that Ryan and myself actually ran.
Yes.
Everything we did was for women of color. You know what I mean? Not that we was like saying everybody else didn't matter, but we only could help who we could help. And I mean, we've taken them and we did a lot of things. And then outside of that, you know, I do a toy drive for single Black women every year. You know, I do so many things for the Black community that I always feel like, so I'm only judged about who I sleep with, not what I do for the community. You know what I mean? So as long as I sleep with somebody the same complexion as myself, I'm a good guy. That's all I got to do. I don't have to do shit else. I don't got to help nobody. I don't have to edify my community. You know what I'm saying? Like the same people that say that shit, they don't even do shit for Black people. They just sit up there and talk about, you know, you shouldn't have been doing it. What do you do though? What do? You sleep with a Black man, and what else? That's it. How many kids book bags have you filled up that was less fortunate? How many families have you took to buy whole Thanksgiving dinners for, Christmas gifts for families? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I do all that for the Black community, period. And judge me on that. My preference to help the Black community.
Yeah, I heard the man say it. Not, y'all know I had to ask him because I knew you guys were gonna ask in the chat. But
they murdered me in your thing. Like some girl, I don't. He deserved it. He a colorist. I'm like, so that now I'm a colorist. That makes me a colorist. But if I only dated every woman that was my complexion only, and I didn't date anybody that was lighter complexion, nobody wouldn't call me a colorist. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing, and it's just in this culture that we in. You know, like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are guilty of everything they accuse everybody else of. You know, people guilty of what they, you know, they. Same thing with the LGBTQ community. People, you know, they say things about them and things of that nature, but then you do the same discrimination. You know, you do the same discrimination. That's kind of like we discriminate on our own people for no reason, man. For no reason. And yeah, it hurt me when people were saying that. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not a colorist. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I felt like that would have been And
then, you know, everybody, you know, kept speaking on my son that's half Puerto Rican, but my firstborn is by a Black lady. Nobody talked about that.
That is true. I've seen it for myself. Yeah, because your oldest son is what, like 22, 23?
He older than that. He 30.
Oh, he 30. Oh, he 30. He 30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he got a grown son and a little one. So hey, there you go. Well, my man, look, man, I think you put the rumors to rest, man. Anything else you want the people to know?
I mean, I just want women that's actually victims of domestic violence. Don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Still go get help. Still reach out. Don't keep that shit to yourself. Find somebody. It's somebody who's willing to help you. And also to the women who commit domestic violence and then turn it around and say that you were the one that was the victim. You're not helping the cause. You hurting the cause. And it makes it hard for the women that's actually going through it. So today, my victory was for the women that's actually going through it. And they said, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they see women out there that's not going through it and they use that. You can't just use that. It's a very big thing. Domestic violence is critical, man. You could ruin somebody's life. I could have got found guilty and I'd have been fucked up. It's a lot of shit I couldn't have been licensed for. I couldn't have been bonded for. You know what I'm saying? Actually, a guilty verdict could have altered my life.
Oh yeah, you'd have been done. I mean, trying to get around that, trying to tell people no, I didn't do it, because everybody that get convicted say they didn't do it. Like, yeah. I mean, everybody, but you know, I was guilty. I had to wait 13 months to come back on here and show you. I told you begin with. I told you I ain't never hit that girl ever. Well, here's the thing too. If people, they can't really tell because you're sitting down. But even if they go to your IG, this man looks like he lives in the gym. And I feel like had he choked her, she said you choked her for 10 minutes straight.
10.
I looked it up and you can only go without oxygen for 4 minutes. 4 to 6. And then your brain dead. So how did she survive 10?
Oh, no.
Let's say
because it didn't happen. That's how.
Yeah. So, hey man, did you want to answer a couple questions? You don't have to, but I just want to put it out.
Go ahead. I got a few.
Okay.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.